Princess Léonor's secret wedding footage leaks, Spain in total shock. They said the ceremony was a myth, that the princess would wait years before exchanging vows. But now, the sealed doors have been torn. From whispered rumors in palace corridors to blazing headlines across Spain and beyond, the revelation of leaked footage alleging Princess Léonor's secret wedding has sent shockwaves through royal watchers, political analysts, and social media alike. What began as a trickle of speculation has now become a torrent of intrigue, one that threatens to reshape the narrative of Spain's future queen. In this explosive deep dive, we trace the origins of the leak, the plausibility behind the rumor, the actors who may be orchestrating this storm, and what it could mean for the monarchy's delicate balance of tradition and modernity. Buckle up, because the world that thought it knew the Spanish royal family just might be wrong. The hook that unleashed a firestorm. It started inconspicuously. A short, shaky clip posted late at night on a fringe social media account, purporting to show Princess Léonor in a bridal gown, exchanging vows in an intimate chapel. Within minutes, it went viral, shared across celebrity sites, gossip blogs, and messaging apps in Spain. Television outlets scrambled to confirm its authenticity. Royal watchers gasped. The internet exploded. What many assumed was a hoax or a satire turned serious within hours as mainstream outlets began treating it as credible, citing anonymous, palace insiders, and royal security sources. The question many are now asking is, did this happen behind closed doors, or is this an elaborate misinformation plot? Who is Princess Léonor, and why this matters? Before diving deeper, it's worth remembering the stakes. Princess Léonor, Princess of Asturias, is the heir to the Spanish throne, daughter of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia. Her life is often kept under tight control by the royal household, with ceremonial appearances and public duties carefully choreographed. Behind the scenes, Spain is navigating a complex modern monarchy, one that must reconcile tradition, public scrutiny, and internal pressures from politics, regional movements, and generational change. A clandestine wedding, if true, would be more than personal drama. It would challenge conventions, raise constitutional questions, and upend years of public expectation. Anatomy of the leaked footage. The clip, what it shows. The leaked video allegedly runs just under 2 minutes. Princess Léonor dressed in a floor-length white gown, lace detailing, holding a simple bouquet. A man in formal wear whose face is blurred. Exchanging what appear to be vows in an intimate chapel setting. No visible guests beyond perhaps a single photographer or attendant off camera. The lighting is dim, the audio is muffled. But the images are arresting, intimate, a far cry from public pageantry. Clues, red flags and anomalies. Authorship and source. The clip emerged from an account with hundreds of followers, long dormant until the upload. No watermark from known paparazzi agencies. The videographer's voice is masked, and there's no metadata trace. Context and setting. The chapel appears small, perhaps part of a private estate or family chapel, not a cathedral. There is no royal crest, guard presence, or formal entourage seen. Lighting and camera angles suggest someone familiar with the building and layout. Timing oddities. Some frame glitches hint at digital tampering, but video forensics are inconclusive. The gown's silhouette resembles known designs Léonor favors. Fashion experts note similarities, but none confirm it as the dress. Expert opinions. Several video analysis firms and royal commentators have weighed in. Some claim the lighting, depth of field, and motion blur are consistent with a high-end mirrorless camera, not a clandestine phone recording. Others argue the clipping and pixelation point to post-editing or deliberate degradation to obscure details. Fashion analysts say the bouquet, white lilies with green sprigs, matches preferences seen during Léonor's official events, though that's not proof. A few insiders caution that royal households often stage mock leaks to test public reaction or manipulate narrative. The royal household reacts, silence, deflection, and denial. As the leak went viral, the royal household issued only a brief statement. The royal house is aware of the alleged footage circulating online. We are investigating internally. No further comment at this time. No denial. No confirmation. Just a managed ambiguity. Political commentators see this as a strategic move. A denial might lend legitimacy to the footage. Confirmation could be disastrous, forcing the monarchy's hand. Silence leaves the field open for speculation, and that may be precisely the point. Inside palace walls, sources suggest panic meetings in Madrid, Zarzuela Palace, and among security advisors. Has the line between access control and narrative control been crossed? Motives. Why this leak? Why now? A conspiracy. A controlled test. Revenge. Let's examine possible motives behind one of the biggest royal leaks in recent memory. Political sabotage or Republican provocation. Spain's monarchy is not without critics. Regions like Catalonia and Galicia harbor strong Republican sentiments. A leak such as this could inflame Republican movements, could destabilize confidence in the monarchy. May be time to distract from political issues, e.g. elections, scandals elsewhere. Some analysts believe opposition groups might destabilize public trust through carefully timed gossip. Internal palace power plays. Royal courts are never without internal factions. Could a dissenting royal counselor or aide be leaking to undermine the current regime? Might this be an attempt to push Léonor into a more favorable narrative, e.g. marrying someone preferred by a faction? Or perhaps a test of public tolerance before an official engagement announcement? Media sensationalism and clickbait. Don't underestimate media incentives. A sensational leak guarantees clicks, subscriptions, social shares. Tabloid outlets and entertainment media now compete fiercely in the royal-obsessed space. Some may have staged or exaggerated to drive traffic, knowing the royal realm is a guaranteed audience. A controlled narrative experiment. Wise strategists may wonder, could this leak be orchestrated by the royal household itself? By planting controversial, semi-ambiguous evidence, they can gauge public reaction, desensitize the public to the idea of Léonor marrying early, prepare ground for an official announcement under calmer conditions. If so, it's a risky gambit, one that could blow up if miscalibrated. Fact check. What we do and don't know. Claim evidence. Doubts predict Léonor got secretly married. The leaked video suggests a ceremony. But no official records, guest lists, or legal filings yet. Unconfirmed. The groom in video is the future husband. Face is blurred. Identity unknown. The setting is a royal chapel. It looks intimate, not grand, lacks royal insignia. Speculative. The leak is malicious. Could be sabotage, political, or media manipulation. Plausible. The leak is controlled. A known tactic in media strategy. Possible. Until the royal household confirms or denies, the court of public opinion will remain active. Public reaction, shock, debate, polarization. Spain's reaction. Streets of Madrid and Barcelona buzzing with conversation. Headlines ranging from wedding of the century to royal scandal exposed. Social media divided. Hashtag Léonor wedding trending, with supporters and skeptics vocal. Royalist media defending the princess's dignity, Republican outlets celebrating uncertainty. International shakeups. European tabloids lead with royal secret wedding exposed. Diplomatic press offices whisper caution, if the heir is married, treaties, titles, protocol might shift. Monarchies in Nordic countries and the UK are watching closely. Impact on Léonor's image. Some view the leak as a betrayal, an invasion of privacy. Others see it as a sign of maturity, a princess taking her destiny into her own hands. Critics question, if she married secretly, why hide it? Constitutional and legal implications. In Spain, royal marriages have broader significance. The monarchy isn't merely symbolic. The heir's marriage may influence alliances, titles, succession rules, and public legitimacy. Spain's parliamentary monarchy has constitutional provisions regarding monarchy conduct. Any perceived deception could spark debates. Any secret marriage might require later ratification or public acknowledgement to align with state protocol. Royal analysts warn, transparency may now be inevitable, lest the monarchy erode public trust at its most vulnerable moment. What happens next? Scenarios to watch. Official confirmation. If the royal household confirms the marriage, the narrative shifts to why it was secret. Focus will move to bride-groom identity, guest list, religious vows, state ceremony delayed. Public forgiveness may hinge on tone, explanation, and timing. Partial acknowledgement. They may confirm a private ceremony or contract, but delay public reception or gala events to control optics. Total denial plus lawsuits. They may call the footage fabricated, launch legal suits, pursue takedowns, and aim to drown the story. This is risky. Denial sometimes feeds suspicion. Radio silence plus slow reveal. They may continue silence, while slowly leaking minor confirmations, glimpses, reports, hints, letting the public piece together the truth. Backlash and scandal fallout. If public outrage grows about secrecy, deception, misuse of royal privilege, the monarchy could face protests or a constitutional re-examination. Why this leak matters beyond gossip. Erosion of privacy in royal life. Royal families have traditionally maintained strict control over their image. A leak of this magnitude signals a new era, where cameras, insiders, and paparazzi blur the line between public and private. Royal houses and media control. Modern monarchy is no longer just about ceremony, it's a media institution. Leaks like this test the power of the crown to shape narrative in 24/7 digital age. Monarchy in crisis mode. In a time of social scrutiny, economic tension, and political polarization, unexpected royal events carry outsized symbolism. A secret wedding might be seen as romantic, or as hubristic elitism, depending on how it's framed. Generational transition and agency. Princess Léonor belongs to a generation that expects autonomy and voice. A clandestine union might reflect generational tension between duty and personal choice. Voices and speculations from the royal world. Royal commentators suggest the groom must be from a European noble or royal house, given protocol. Fashion insiders point to the dress silhouette resembling designers favored by Queen Letizia, possibly hinting domestic collaboration. Security analysts worry about breach of palace protocols and insider leaks. Political analysts note that timing coincides with regional elections and royal reputation debates. Final thoughts. From shock to understanding. We began with a single, enigmatic clip, and ended with a web of possibility. Has Princess Léonor married in secret, or is this a modern fairy tale conceived by rumor-mongers? The answer likely lies somewhere between. Whatever the truth, this leak is a turning point for Spain's monarchy. If real, it forces a reckoning with what royal duty means. If false, it shows how fragile royal image is, and how quickly it can be manipulated. Either way, the public now holds more power in shaping the narrative. Stay close. Because the next move, from palace insiders, the royal household, or even Léonor herself, will determine whether this episode becomes a defining chapter of Spanish royal history or a footnote in gossip lore.